I heard, I don't know if any of you have ever listened to Bill Johnson. I kind of like him. You may like him or not like him, but Bill Johnson said a couple of things that really struck me the other day on a message I was listening to. And he said this, you know, the church today gathers around a message. And there's not really anything wrong with that, because God has told us to go out and preach the gospel to every creature. He has given us a message and a ministry of reconciliation and to go preach. But the reason we have so many different denominations is people gather around a certain type of message. But he talked about Israel gathering around the presence of God. And, you know, we were singing about that this morning, that there's nothing more important than the presence of God. And in the presence of God is fullness of joy. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's absolute freedom. But he also said this, that sometimes as we read through the Scriptures and we study the Scriptures and we see things that the Apostle Paul got revelation of and began to share with us, and with Peter or James, any of them, he made this statement which was kind of interesting to me. He said, sometimes we take all this and we reduce it to doctrines instead of recognizing it as invitations. And I thought that was quite interesting. It was like, it made me start looking at things a little bit different. Because, you know, Jesus talking to the scribes and the Pharisees, he said, you know, you study the Scriptures looking for eternal life. And he said, they all point to me. In other words, the Scriptures should bring us into that close relationship with Jesus.